In this video, we're going over the fastest way to complete your build specialization for shooting after the update. If you don't know, there were a few updates to make build specializations a little bit tougher to complete, and that's tough for the people that want to knock this out quickly. So in this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to complete this after patch 2.1. I don't know, man. Everything's getting reverted. Everything except the practice facility. So here we go, man. We're going to get it started with the shooting build specialization. I will say this might be the easiest one, but it's also still very tedious. So we're going to split this video up into two sections. For the first section, we're going to talk about the goals needed to win games. So that would be goal number 1, goal number 3, goal number 5, and goal number 7. For these particular goals, you'll be doing the same thing. It's just super repetitive and annoying. So I recommend going to the Street Kings court to complete games as fast as possible. Of course, you will always be able to do this kind of naturally by playing online or even playing MyCareer if you're a MyCareer fiend. But if you're just trying to grind this out, the Street Kings court is my preferred way. So when you come to the board, I recommend beating every boss at least once so you can unlock the King of the Hill mode. In this mode, they feed you back-to-back games. It's really easy. The only downside to this is that you still get those cutscenes that you can't skip.
The hoops, the hops, the high flyers, and the high risers.
So once again, the goal is to make these games go by as fast as possible. So once you load up, honestly, you're not even going to play defense. After the patch, I mean, you can try to run into the ball for a little bit, but if you don't knock it loose, just run down court, they'll throw up a shot, and then all you have to do is call for it and put another shot up. So I know the goals tend to change. Sometimes you have to finish with an A-, sometimes you have to take 6 jump shots, and these goals are achievable in the Street Kings court no matter what goal you're on. So yeah, just don't play defense, call for the ball, shoot the 3. So I would say pros of the Street Kings court in order to knock out winning games. Your matchups are really terrible, so you can leave them open to shoot. That helps the game go by quicker. Also, you don't have to play to 21. Sometimes you can shut the court down, end the game early. That helps the game go by even faster. I will say a con though are the cutscenes. The cutscenes before and after the game take so long sometimes that you may think there is a faster way to knock out some of these games. Now I will say it's always a give and take. There is a way to play a longer game, but you don't have to watch any cutscenes. And that's by going to the open athletics court. If you don't want to play MyCareer and you don't want to play Street Kings, the open court athletics is also another option that you can use. In the open court, your competition is going to be way better, so you can't really treat this like the Street Kings court, or you will mess around and lose a game here and there. And if you lose a game, it's a waste of time. I will say the pros is that you get 0 cutscenes in this court. Once you win a game, you're back at the board and you can load right back into the game. Also, if you play MyCareer and you're working on your GOAT skills, you can complete that in the open court also. So those are a couple of W's. I will say the cons for using this is the games take a little bit longer. Even though you're still going to 21, you can't shut down the court, and so you can't end games early, which is a pain sometimes. Also, like I said before, these players are way better than the Street Kings players. So sometimes you will have to play defense. Sometimes you will have to lock in. And when I'm grinding out these specializations, I'm not really trying to lock in, but it's really up to you. So like I said before, it's always a give and take. In Street Kings, you watch cutscenes, but you don't have to play defense and you can end the game early. In open court, you don't watch cutscenes. You can work on your GOAT skills to get you extra VC, but the games last a little bit longer and you have to play defense. Either way, if you're trying to grind out some of these goals, open court and Street Kings are the fastest way to do this, so you definitely want to knock that out. So now we're going to talk about goal 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. These goals are really similar in the sense that you have to make a lot of shots. And once again, this is supposed to last a couple of seasons. But if you're like me, you're trying to grind this out, bro. You're trying to get those cap breakers. You're trying to get those max +1s and max +2s. So look, I will say the fastest method was patched. What we would do before is go to the practice facility and then go up and talk to the coach to start a scrimmage. Once you start that scrimmage, all you have to do is call for the ball, shoot a green, and then quit and restart the scrimmage. And I know to a lot of people that's really annoying and really tedious, but man, you could have knocked out 200 to 300 shots in just about an hour. So even though it was tedious, it was way faster than MyCareer. It was way faster than Street Kings. So now we have to find the fastest method after the patch. I'm sure a lot of people think they are hard capped to MyCareer, playing on rookie difficulty and putting the quarters on 12 minutes and turning your brain to mush. Well, I want to tell you that's not really the case, man. You don't have to turn your brain to mush in MyCareer if you don't want to. But with this new method, you'll still be using MyCareer, but instead of playing regular games, you're going to use out of bounds. Now, even if you completed out of bounds already, you can still go back and play out of bounds games. Or if you're on a new build and you skipped out of bounds, you can still go back and do it in the menus. So the good thing is this is pretty similar to the practice facility. So once again, this process is annoying and tedious, but to me, this is still the fastest way to get up some jump shots without playing defense or watching cutscenes. So once you skip those cutscenes, you'll get right to the tip-off. If you're point guard, they'll give you the ball. Any other position, you may have to call for it. After that, you go to quit and rematch, and they'll load you up right at the tip-off once again. And what you will do is repeat that over and over again until you complete those jump shots. So I've already talked about the pros, right? Once again, it's similar to the practice facility, so you can get up a lot of jump shots in a short amount of time. You don't have to watch cutscenes, and you don't have to play defense. I will say the biggest con of this method is sometimes your team doesn't win the jump ball. But even if they don't win the jump ball, you can just restart it once again, and it's still faster than watching the cutscene and playing defense, I promise you. So for right now, I feel like this is the method. It is October 18th. There's no telling if they'll end up patching this like they did the practice facility. You honestly never really know with 2K. But if I had to do the shooting specialization again, or even the finishing specialization, this is what I would do. For winning the games, I would go to open court or Street Kings. And for getting the jump shots, I will load up out of bounds and just start rematching after the tip off and knock it down a shot. And I get it, bro. Like, this is very tedious, very annoying. A lot of people rather just load up MyCareer or do it naturally. I get that. This is for the grinders, the people that want to knock this out quickly. As you can see, we need the Max +1 and the Max +2. They're very clutch, especially at the beginning of the season when they take away some of your bash tiers. You feel me? And once again, out of bounds, it isn't just for shooting. You can run and dunk the ball for finishing. You can pass the ball for playmaking. You can do whatever you need to do. So I hope this video was able to help you out a little bit. If it was, be sure to drop a like on the video. That definitely helps me out. If you want to stay up to date on NBA 2K26 and you enjoy 2K26 content, be sure to subscribe. My goal is to hit 400K subscribers, and I can't do that without your help. So you all be easy and take care. Peace.